Men have always claimed that getting kicked in the testicles is a worse pain than childbirth, to which women graciously smile, "Good joke, darling." But what if they could actually know for sure? And beyond that, what would that even mean? Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions, the channel that looks to answer a whole host of insane queries. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and today I'm asking, what if men could get pregnant? Before we get into this video, a few things. Yay! We just hit 1 million subscribers! Thank you guys so much for sticking with us. We love you. Also, I want to ask you guys, men and women, boys and girls, if you ever want to have a baby. And if you did, what would you name it? Perhaps you already have one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. And again, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and share this video with a friend. For the entire 200,000 years of human history, women have been birthing children. Men and women have intercourse, during which men fertilize females' eggs with their sperm. It's been that way since the dawn of man. Every social interaction, the way that we've developed as a society, has been totally ingrained in our natural roles as two different genders. The ability to have a baby is basically the defining feature between the two genders. If that was no longer there, then the way in which we would have evolved would have been totally different. Now, for the purpose of this video, we're going to be talking about what would happen if suddenly men started having babies, which is hard enough to get your head around, but it is slightly easier than rewriting all of history. Okay, let's start small. If men could have babies, then baby showers would be a whole different vibe. Who needs champagne and cupcakes? Not to stereotype or anything, but hello keggers and hot dogs. Although no beer for baby daddy, he's bloated enough. If men could have babies, would this mean they could also breastfeed? Because, again, not to generalize, but I know a few men that would be pretty excited to have boobs. Although maybe their fascination for boobs would drop as a whole if they had some themselves. Maybe men's fascination and objectification of female bodies would be different. Maybe there'd be less articles on rags like the Daily Mail speculating on how women are snapping back into their pre-baby figures, or maybe this speculation would extend as far as men too. Before we truly open that can of worms, let's open another for fun. If men could get pregnant, then it would mean a whole new set of hormones for them. Women's menstrual cycles are controlled by estrogen and progesterone. If men started showing rises in estrogen, then they're likely to feel far more emotional than they usually do. They'd perhaps understand a little more what it feels like to be inside a female's mindset. Perhaps this means that they would have a better understanding of female behavior and would treat them accordingly. If men could get pregnant, then it would likely mean better paternity and maternity leave for men and women. Currently, the amount of time a man is legally able to take off work and be paid for to connect with his new child is actually outrageously small. And on the flip side, statutory maternity pay isn't much better for women. Perhaps if we could all feel the joys and burdens of childbirth equally, the whole playing field would level up. Perhaps our expectations as who would be more active in the child's upbringing would change too. Babies rely on their mothers because they are there to feed them. If men and women could birth and feed children freely, then maybe the roles we expect males and females to play traditionally would absolutely change. Now, this leads me to say, if men could get pregnant, then it would be a game changer for big business. Currently, a lot of women are held back if they choose to have children. Taking 9 months to a year off every time they have a child, then feeling the burden of fulfilling childcare, can actually really damage a female's standing in the workplace. They miss out on years of experience. This setback is often one of the many reasons behind the pay gap. Perhaps if men could get pregnant too, then there wouldn't be a pay gap. If men could get pregnant, then at least more people who would actually be affected by the laws being passed about abortion would be in the room while the bills were being signed. I imagine men's opinions on abortion would change if they could get pregnant themselves. At the very least, I imagine birth control would be universally free. Perhaps children would have a deeper connection to their parents if they both could have children, and perhaps there would be a more universally accepted tolerance for same-sex relationships if it didn't matter whether a man or a woman could get you pregnant. Although, that is assuming that anyone could. Would conceiving still even be a thing that was between a man and a woman? If so, would men getting pregnant mean that women couldn't get pregnant any longer? If so, would that just mean a whole role shift? Blah.
Be patient. Oh, did you see that? Ooh, right there. Yeah. What's his little foot go? Yeah. Oh, it feels so good. Can you believe it?
If men could get pregnant, like, how? How could they get pregnant? Women have eggs. Would it be a weird sexual egg-giving exchange? And like, where would the fertilized egg even go? Like, back up the shaft? Ugh. Where would they even give birth from? What would it come out of? Honestly, what would that even look like? A think that that's probably enough questioning for one day, right? But hey, at least they could finally answer the question of what's more painful, getting kicked in the balls or birthing a child. And that's that. Honestly guys, what a video. I don't think we can truly answer that question. It goes against all of the laws of nature that we know right now, but do let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and do let me know what you think would happen if men could get pregnant. Men, if you're watching, would you like to have a baby? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, once again guys, thank you so much for 1 million subscribers. You make crazy little videos like this possible. Now before I go, I want to reply to a few comments from one of my most recent videos, Will Article 13 destroy YouTube? Loads of you had been congratulating us for 1 million, and I want to say again, thank you so much. Bible Flockbox said, I live in Poland and I am concerned about Article 13. Honestly, you should be. It is going to affect you and your content. We had an interesting comment from Jack Cortez. They said, a lot of people on YouTube are making money off intellectual properties they don't own, such as Let's Play, React trailers, game reviews, movie reviews, regurgitated news, using copyrighted artwork such as Sonic, Mario, Mickey Mouse, and any copyrighted cartoon character or game character or movie character. Also top 10s. It's gotten out of hand. People should put more effort into their own creations instead of taking things that are not theirs. Wow, what a comment. Honestly, in some ways I kind of get what you're saying, but people are more worried about what it will mean for fair use. Also, people kind of enjoy movie reviews and reactions and game reviews. They get a lot of views and engagement, so what should we do about those? And also, should the government actually decide what creativity is? I think they are the bigger questions here. Anyway, another day, another question. I'm gonna leave it there. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video and share it with a friend. For now, I'm your host Rebecca Felgate. I'll catch you in the next video, but until then, stay curious, stay alert, and never ever stop questioning.